No,
Right
no, no,
now.
no, 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 no,
That's
no, no,
Leave
no.
it.
You don't get to
I'm
leave
going.
it.
That's a 6. I'm
You're
crying.
not
All right.
sick.
Talk about that. If
No,
that's where you going
he
with
wasn't
that,
about to go there. He
we
wasn't about
going
to
with
go
the
there.
the fucking. He
No,
about to go play in
no.
Australia.
Hold on,
Hold
hold
on,
on.
don't bring him up no.
So like, I'm not denying what you're saying is not true. But Hartenstein,
Whether you believe he's efficient or not, considering his play style, it's not. Josh Hart was the MVP of this series. He was there. If he wasn't scoring,
You had all the goddamn barbecue brisket for your little bitch ass down in Dallas for your niggas.
3-point shooter. So having that next to Jalen Brunson and OG is very.
so you know what it is. You know what time it is, guys. It is not like this again. It is the off-season episode 5. And we're going to be talking about the Toronto Raptors and Minnesota Timberwolves. Come on now. And actually, we have a guy who's actually kind of a regular, not a regular, but you know, he pops in with every once in a while. Say hi, Dexter.
Salute Zeno. Salute. Is that Elijah?
yeah, let's go.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for
Reminder how
having
he
me
just
on.
decided to do. See how he did the whole light skin thing. He's like, ah ha ha.
I did not do all that.
This dusty, like. All right, you guys, bro. You guys. What's good, Elijah?
Let's go with y'all. Let's go with y'all, man.
All right, so first things first, man. Let's go straight into it, man. We're going to talk about the Toronto Raptors first. And really and truly, I think this has been slept on because it was a mid-season trade last season. The Toronto Raptors traded OG and I think, just OG and was able to, sorry, my yeah, they were trading OG and they managed to get, OG and Precious, there you go, for RJ, Emmanuel quickly. I want to say a few picks too, right?
Yeah, I believe they got 2 first.
I'm looking at it
Exactly.
now. The Knicks acquired OG in a trade that sends RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and a 2024 second round pick to the Toronto Raptors.
Okay.
That's not enough. That's not enough. We
even
definitely
with-
should have first.
I'm not gonna lie to you, even if they turn out to be great, that was crazy. And not even getting a first for that as well. But besides the point, I think people say that it's a heavy win for the Knicks, and even though I do agree with that, honestly, the Raptors getting Emmanuel Quickly and RJ Barrett, it might be a surprise where sooner or later you might see it might be an actual win for the Raptors down the line. But first things first, my first thing I want to talk about is, was that trade really one-sided?
No.
Like in terms of like a win?
Yeah, exactly. Lopsided. Do you think it
No, I
was
think
really
I
lopsided?
think it was a win-win, honestly.
Mm.
Agreed.
Yeah, but
Okay. So let's start off with Emmanuel Quickly and why I think honestly that this team is going to be one of the future big threes, and there's a real reason for that. I'm going to speak about it a little bit later, but let's go for Emmanuel Quickly. As you can see in this, as you can see right here, Emmanuel Quickly on the Toronto Raptors averaged 18.6 points, nearly 5 rebounds, and nearly 7 assists on a below league average shooting. But what is your opinion on Emmanuel Quickly? Do you think he's underrated, overrated, or properly rated? Let's start with you, Elijah.
I mean, just like as a Knicks fan, I watched a lot of Emmanuel Quickly. I watched him before he was really even playing a lot of the summer league games, and then him going from a bench player to being in the starting lineup, and he's just evolved his game at every step of the way, bro. He when he was needed to be a defender, he was able to do that even with his limited size. When he was needed to be,
whoops, my bad. Go back, carry on. Sorry.
When he was needed to be a volume scorer, he could do that. Everything that he's been asked to do, he's been doing well. Like, he's clearly not a superstar kind of guy, but that's what you got Scotty Barnes for. But like as a complimentary piece, I don't think you could ask for something better at the point guard position. Like who's that young right now? You got him on a long term deal, so he's there to be developed, and this is
How
going to be
many?
his.
How many years?
I think it was 4.
Wrong person, Kara.
Bro is just clicking buttons. You don't know what he's doing.
I'm trying to cook right now. Come on, man.
No, I think he has a lot of potential now that he's getting starter minutes, because I've seen him and what he's been able to do, at least on the Knicks, when he was just given the starting role even for a little bit. So I think he's very underrated for what people think he is right now. I still think people see him as a 6th man.
And now it's you, Desto.
Yeah, I agree with Elijah. I think Quickly is very underrated. I think he has all-star potential. I agree that people still see him as a 6th man. I started to see his volume, although you said like his true shooter percentage was below league. He shot the 3 really well. I started to see his volume increase throughout the years. When he was with the Knicks last season, I think he shot like about like 5.5 threes a game. He shot them at 40%. When he got to Toronto, when he was able to, have the ball in his hands a little more, he played more minutes. He shot like 7 threes a game, but he kept that same efficiency up from 3. He still shot 40% from 3. So that's a great sign. You shooting 7 threes a game, you make him at a 40% clip. And we know, like, since he was a rookie, he had that floater in his package. He's becoming a great playmaker. I don't know how many assists he had in one game last year. I know assists it's just like a data. Assist and playmaking isn't like directly related, but like his playmaking has grown like a lot. And yeah, I think he's very underrated. People still see him as a 6th man, and I know like we have it like in our notes, but I think they do have like a little big 3 like forming over in Toronto.
I have a question for you. Do you think that that his playmate? Yeah. Do you think that his playmaking has gotten better, or do you think that he's been given more opportunities to display how great his playmaking is?
You asking me or Desto?
Both of you can answer that.
Well, I would say both. Honestly, I think it's grown throughout the years, and once we saw him in Toronto, even though like he's gonna make mistakes, especially when you like a lead guard on a team, which he became in Toronto. After didn't they? I'm mistaken.
No,
Did they
I'm pretty.
did they get rid of Dennis Schroeder, or was
Yes.
or was Dennis
Yes.
Schroeder?
Yes.
Yeah.
They got rid of him.
Yeah, so then he started to be the lead guard even more. So we start to see it more on display. But when you watch him with the Knicks, like he could just when he came off with Jalen Brunson, a lot of times he used to just get it and go, because he could come off the bench and just go with it. But like his passing and his playmaking have gotten a lot better. He just like maturing as a player, and he's still growing. He's only like 25 years old, I
24?
believe.
I believe he's 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think the thing with Quickly's playmaking is it was always there. There was always signs. Like he was very clearly meant to play the point guard position, but a lot of the times on the Knicks, at least, he was relegated to being a shooting guard, and a guy that had to just shoot first, be a microwave scorer. I think on the Raptors, you saw a lot more of him being that point guard that he was supposed to be, and breaking those habits of just shooting first, and not really passing out or looking for other teammates. Like that's just his role now. He's always been decent at it. I think he has improved at it since being on the Raptors. But I think he's just in a more comfortable role. I think that's just really what it is. Being a 6'3" shooting guard is always gonna stunt your growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to say that
true.
to you though. I do agree with you. I think he also was just able to operate in a pick and roll a little bit better. One of the things about Immanuel Quickley, which is what made him so good as a 6th man, was that he was really good at being decisive with the ball. He's not going to stall your offense. He's not going to do anything like that. If you give him the ball, he's going to make quick decisions, whether it's driving to the paint or he's taking that 3, which he really is. That's one thing I do think people do know, but he's a really good 3-point shooter. That's one thing he's always been good. And I'm glad that like he's now on a team that actually allows him to utilize his growing passing playmaking. That's one thing I'm really good about. Now, another thing I do want to talk about is one of the things that people do sleep on. He's actually a good defender. Why do you think that? Like, what aspects of his defense is what makes him that good?
To me, I think his point of attack and his instincts. Like he can get a lot of deflections, a lot of he can like poke the ball loose a lot from a ball handler, and that's impressive. Like his I mean he is only 6'3", but I mean that's a decent size for a point guard. It's not like he's 6 foot like Allen Iverson
Is
or something like that.
mhm.
Yeah, so he moves his feet really well. He got great lateral quickness. He's very quick. No pun intended. Uh, but yeah, his ball pressure and his point of attack is extremely impressive. I want to see and usually like when people get like bigger roles on teams,
Mhm.
um, i.e. like maybe like Mikal Bridges,
Yeah,
their
the
defense
defensive
may
drops. Yeah.
yeah, may slip because when when he was on the Knicks, he can just on offense, he like you said, make quick decisions, go play free, go get buckets, and then he can be a pest defensively. And now it's like
Mhm.
he has to run the team. They rely on him anymore. He's a starter. So I want to see how that continues along with him. But I mean, I think like the culture in Toronto, their coach, they want to think they're gonna make him, continue to apply himself defensively.
I agree.
I
I agree with that honestly. Oh, you can go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what he's saying. In the Tibbs system, you got to play defense if you want to get minutes, especially as a younger player.
Mhm.
And he's a quick guy. He's gonna hustle for you. And not talked about enough. He's like heavier and bigger than most of the guards his size, even some of the taller guards. He's a heavier guard. So he has a lot of the size and strength to really compete with a lot of the guards at his position.
Exactly.
Um,
He can't really get bumped off his spot like some of the other frailer guards. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think his defense is gonna suffer too much, just because I think it's more of an athleticism thing, and he's always been that athletic guy. Even when he was playing games where he'd be playing 30, 40 minutes a game, he's one of those guys that's willing to go out there and play 30, 40 minutes a game every
Mhm.
game and hustle for the entire time, which is great to have on any team. So I think the defense won't suffer too badly.
I think something that hasn't been really talked about is that Emmanuel quickly also love to draw what's called charges as well. So being 6'3", constantly drawing charges, that adds on to your defensive value because there's only so much. As much as he's a athletic 6'3" point guard, and yes, he can move his feet very well. He navigates screens really well. He's good at POA for guards. There's only so much you can do at 6'3". There's certain mismatches you can't deal with because they're either taller, they're even more faster than you are, or they're stronger than you. But him also willing to take like charges when it comes to these bigger and stronger players also adds on to what he does on the POA. That is something I want to say that adds on to his value. I'm going to move on to RJ soon, but I just want to speak about why I think Emmanuel quickly will progress. I think what Emmanuel already has as his kit, which is a really good 3-point shooter, has shown his progression as a passer playmaker in the pick and roll and just in open court as well. And also like him trying to get to the rim a little bit more. Like that alone, he just needs to fill it out to becoming at least a decent thing. I was called decent at the rest of his game outside of the 3-point shot. And then also add on to the defensive aspect. I think he could really just be a really good like third or second option. And that's why I think Emmanuel quickly is really good. I get it. He's shooting 56%, 56.4% true shooting, but that's mainly from the inside of the arc. Behind the arc, he's shooting 39.5% on 7 attempts. He is a shooter. That is something that you really like from your guard, especially how that guard does not give up anything from behind. I was called on the defensive end. So Now let's go on to who I actually wanted to speak about the most, RJ Barrett. Um, this is a question for you, Elijah, actually. Which version of RJ Barrett is better? New York Knicks or the Toronto Raptors?
I think that the Toronto Raptors one looks. I think it's the same player. To be honest with you, I think the Toronto Raptors RJ looks better because he's asked now to be like a third, fourth option. He has playmakers that are looking for him instead of asking him to create offense. He's able to do what he does best, which is like abuse mismatches because he loves to abuse mismatches. That's his bread and butter. He's able to sit in the corner and get his 3-point shot off. He's able to play. He's able to play defense.
I agree with you.
A lot of the things that he was good at on the Knicks are just being maximized on this Raptors team more than him actually being a better player. I don't really see any true improvements to his game that I hadn't seen before, or flashes that I hadn't seen on the Knicks already. A lot of it's just maximization and good coaching.
Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. I think I totally agree with what you said. Essentially, I think if you maximize the strengths of a player and minimize his weaknesses, then you technically made him better. He might have the same kit, but if you're allowing him to focus more on what he's best at, then I guess he does look better, but he is better in that scheme, and that's why I think the Raptors allow him to do. Allows him to drive what's called play inside the arc more, and if he's playing outside the arc, it's mainly those corners. And while that's the case, another thing, they're cutting down on his isolations, which he's never been great at. That's one of the biggest things I've always had issues with when it comes to RJ. I'm seeing RJ try and isolate on players that he has no business trying to isolate on. First thing first, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights was good. And then Cottage 81, how you doing? But yeah, that was my biggest gripe when it came to RJ Barrett on the Knicks. And that's the biggest reason why I don't know why I have your face up here. Yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons why I've always been like, yo, I get it. If you don't, oh my God, Jesus Christ, I'm black as hell. That's why I've always understood, people hating on him. I've always been like, why are you hating on him when the Knicks clearly don't fit his skill set? The Knicks are playing him out of not playing him to his strengths. They're playing him to his weaknesses. And then you're surprised that he can't do X, Y, and Z. That's not who he is as a basketball player. And as soon as I saw on the Toronto Raptors, I was like, yep, see? As soon as you put him onto a team that has way more ball movement, a lot more ability for him to drive to the rim because there's better spacing, all of these type of things, unleash him on what's called in transition, even though on the Knicks they did allow him to play a lot in transition. All of these things is what made RJ much more better. And we can even add on to the certain other things. So we can go back. Desto, what do you think about his playmaking? His passing playmaking. Do you think that he got better there, or do you think he's just been utilized a little bit more as a passing playmaker?
I think he is utilized a little more in Toronto. I want to see some more improvement from him as a playmaker. I think when I watch him in Toronto though, it's more decisiveness as far as, but when he was with the Knicks, it was more like I don't know. It was like I feel like he's more like he's playing more freely when he's with Toronto. I mean, in basketball aside, he's back home, so I think that adds to him being more comfortable with his decision making. But yeah, just watching him hoop, I think he's driving the ball a lot better, and he's finishing efficiently when he's since he's been with the Raptors. I think it was something like 63% or something like that on drives, and I think that's creating windows for him. And I saw him take advantage of those sometimes. Sometimes he still gets that what you call it, tunnel vision when he drives to the rim. But I'm seeing some growth in his passing, his playmaking, because even coming out of Duke, I saw him as kind of like a little bit of like a point forward, almost. Even though he was a scorer mainly, but yeah, I I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Raptors version though of RJ for sure. He was balling. Oh shoot, what was in my mouth?
Hey,
He,
yo,
he's cool. RJ's cool. He's never gonna be the playmaker. He's never gonna be a real playmaker. I think the difference is between him and the Knicks is he's just more trusting of his teammates to pass out. He's getting more turnovers, I believe, on the Raptors as well. But I just think that's just because he's passing more. Like he's just more willing to just like kick it out. It's hard to kick it out to Julius Randle sometimes, bro. I'll be honest with you. It's hard to kick it out to who was in the line? Josh Hart.
he's also playing in terrorism, so that's the other thing.
You kick it out to Jalen Brunson, to ISO. You kick it out to Julius, to ISO. You kick it out to like
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like the fact that the offense is way more ISO heavy, and he's not an ISO player. He needs to be playing in a more free flowing system. That's what made him better now than he was on the Knicks.
I agree. Yeah.
Definitely.
And then his defensively, how do you feel about him, Elijah?
He's fine. He's always just been fine. He's fine.
Okay.
I just think they have another perimeter. They have other perimeter defenders around him now, so he looks better. But he's like because he's guarding like maybe the second, third best offensive player on the other team. But like he's just been fine, like always. Yeah.
Okay. I think coming into next season, I'm telling you this now. Okay, let's just say Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett. I think that defensive core. I think these three players are gonna have some very nice defensive synergy. I'm gonna be real with you, with Scotty Barnes' ability to try and blow up plays while also playing at the nail, and he also likes being a POA as well. He just loves like kind of just running around and kind of impacting the other team's offense defensively. And then you have what's called RJ Barrett, who's also able to hold his ground against the small forwards and power forwards because he's actually kind of built, not power forwards, but small forwards and like shooting guards. Do you think he has the foot speed enough to good enough foot speed to hang with the guards, like the small guards, the point guards?
No, but
Okay.
shooting guards for sure. Yeah.
Okay. And then Manuel Quickley can guard like 1 to 2, probably 1 to 2. So they Scotty Barnes can pretty much guard 1 for 4, so he's the most versatile out of them. But the fact that all of them can, and some fives too.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say that, and then one of you be like, he could guard fives. Yeah.
Because
He can guard Clint Capella on a good day.
Like he can't guard Jokic, he can't guard Embiid. Who
Yeah,
can
like-
guard Jokic? Who can guard Embiid? Like, come on.
Exactly. I'm just sat there thinking,
No,
sky is
you got-
blue, grass is green. Like,
You got to ask yourself, can he guard offensively inclined centers? Not can he guard the top guys in the league? Like, can he guard
I think
like
can
a
he guard like
Jakob
DeAndre
Jakob
Ayton?
Puro? DeAndre not really. DeAndre's not offensively inclined. Like, can you guard a Sengun? Can you guard
respect dominating.
Can you guard?
You seen how? Ayton looked
No,
at the
he
end
just
of the
doesn't.
season?
He doesn't get his buckets in like a versatile way. He's getting his
Straight
buckets.
middies. I got you.
That's what I'm saying. It's all the same place. Like, can you guard a Sengun? Can you guard like a guy that's like offensively very good, but not like a superstar?
Can you guard Wemby? Yes.
He can't guard Wemby. Wemby,
No one is. Yeah, that's
Wemby is dropping 50, bro. Wemby's dropping 70. I don't care.
Yeah, just like how you got 70 dropped on him.
He
So-
did. And that man disappeared.
You got it, bro.
He gonna find a way to glaze and be some type of way.
Bro. Yeah. What happened to Jason Tatum? Today.
He the
Oh,
champ.
quiet.
He don't gotta play.
Quiet as hell. Anyways, yeah, he's a champ. That's why he sat down on the bench just like mad and shit.
He's a role player, bro. He was playing his role. What's the
Big
problem?
Diggy.
Yeah. He was good, Lee. Yeah, he was playing his role, right? He was getting the whoop. He was getting the Gatorade for Bam. That's what he was.
Bro, that's crazy. He
Yo,
was getting the Gator for KD the way he was over there balling, bro. Shout out
yo,
KD, but KD came back and just started hooping, bro. He
Yo,
did not
that
care.
was crazy. Katie and Bron, them dudes, man.
did you guys see the Twitter post about? It was like Tatum, fix it. It was called Tatum, get fetch a Gatorade for Bam, bitch. I was like, yeah.
That's crazy.
I died. I was dying of laughter.
Somebody sent a picture. Somebody took a picture of Jason Tatum on the sideline, and they said, "When I send you this picture, that means I ain't playing."
You might ask you,
It's crazy to me how good LeBron and AD still look, and the fact that their teams are so bad, bro. Like these are top tier players, and they're rotten. It's crazy to me.
Sounds like a skill issue to me, to be honest with you. But
yeah, front office skill issue for sure.
Yeah, that sounds like what B has been dealing with for a long period of time. When they gave
all right, buddy.
No, we gotta give it Doc Rivers.
Y'all got trainer issues, bro.
I'm Brett Brown. I'm Brett Brown. Like, what do you want us to do, bro? Brett Brown was actually good, but like for what he was supposed to do, which is development. But Doc Rivers. Anyways, let's go back to.
Anyways, bro, that shit didn't matter.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
That nigga was hurt anyways.
Let's move back to Scotty Barnes though. Now, so Scotty Barnes. I didn't talk about RJ Barrett's stats. Doesn't matter. But Scotty Barnes, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. That's essentially 57 true shooting, which is still a little bit below league average for a member. Do you think that Scotty Barnes can establish himself as a top 25 player this season? I don't think so. I think top 35. 25 is a bit too high. That's like Jaylen Brown tier, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have that much faith in him, and I'm a big Scotty Barnes fan.
Who's a? Because I'm not. I don't think that's too far fetched.
He'd have to be like Kyrie range. Like you'd have to think he's around Kyrie. Kyrie's in that 20-25 range.
Let's not. I'm not gonna talk about Kyrie.
You think Scotty Barnes will be better than Kyrie this year?
I'm gonna tell you who the players you're thinking
I think he can. I mean, Scotty. Or one. Didn't he have like some health issues like this year, or maybe toward the end of the season? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah.
I think he has some health issues, like health issues. I should sat his ass down.
But he was a first time All-Star.
What is Blood Wolf?
I believe.
That's the real question.
Yeah. He was cooking.
Okay, so I'm looking at some people's list on what's called our own server, and in the top like 20 to 50, I'm gonna tell you. One sec, I need to scroll a little bit backwards. Oh, Jesus,
I don't think he'd be top 25.
Like, do I think Scotty Barnes is a top 25 player right now? No. But
he's nowhere near. Oh boy, he's nowhere.
He'd have to get that points up. He'd have to get that efficiency up. He'd have to maintain his assists. He'd have to maintain his defense, and that's asking a lot for a player. I
found it. Okay, so Wemby's 18, Zion is 19, Bam is 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson 21, Kyrie 22, PG 23, Jalen Brown 24, and Dame 25. Do you think
that's gotta be Mars list?
No. It's don't worry about it. It was before the playoffs. It was before the offs, so don't worry about it. It was just to give you the time. It was the 5th of April, so it was like a lot before the So Jalen Brunson's playoff ascension didn't happen. All that type of stuff didn't happen yet. So as I said to you, with these players that are named off, do you honestly think that he has a real shot to be in that tier?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
No. Not in this next season. In his career, absolutely not this next season.
I think he can
possibly only because I see only because of the potential I see.
I don't know.
And
about
now
top 15.
he has to. No, not. Oh wait, that was top 15 or 25.
No, he's talking about in his career because I'm just like, there's new people coming in the league every year, bro, and sometimes those players just shoot right on up. You know what I mean?
Say hi to Wemby.
Do I think he will be top 15? I can't disagree to that. I can't agree to that. But does he have the potential?
I think he's gonna sooner or later hit. I'm sorry. The team is giving him so much tools for him to really work it out. And then you're looking at the pieces that they're giving him. They're giving him a very good transition player in RJ Barrett. They're giving him he's also a good space from the corners. They're giving him a point guard who can actually manufacture him easier shots in IQ, who's also good defensively, so he doesn't have that much load on that end. then you're also getting help as a passer playmaker from IQ as well, and he's a passer playmaker. Because the thing with Scotty Barnes is an all-rounder. His whole game is about he can pretty much do everything you want at like an average level. There are certain things he does better, which is the defensive aspect. He just does a lot of things at a good to great level. But on an offensive end, that's what he does. Except from like finishing at the rim, because he's a really good finisher at the rim and transition. The fact that you're now adding players that he can actually, get some type of help on the offensive end and grow with, so they have chemistry. No, he's gonna get significantly better, in my opinion.
The problem with this is I don't know. Like at some point, there's just a skill, a talent, a want level of like when you just stop getting better. Can he upgrade himself to maybe a 23 guy, 23, 8, and 7 guy? Would that put him in that range? I think so. The efficiency would matter, of course. If his defense falls off, that would matter, of course. So it's just like does he maintain the defense? Does he become a better playmaker? Does he become a better scorer? I don't know if he makes all of those leaps. You know what I mean? I can assume he makes 1, maybe 2. Does he make all 3? And then also perform well in the playoffs? That would prove to me that he's a top 25 guy. I don't know if he can do all of those things.
The thing is, the reason why I'm defending him here is because look at the jump that he made from his second season to this season. I just want you to remember, Scotty Barnes was a non-shooter in his first 2 seasons. In his third season, he became a below average shooter. Wow, that doesn't sound great. We still hate on Giannis for not being able to actually even get a mid-range off. We still hate on Giannis for taking threes when he's not a good shooter. Scotty Barnes has actually gotten to the stage where he's actually like kind of respectable. Like you're gonna leave him, you're gonna be more liable to be like, yeah, okay, take those threes. But he is going to be able to burn you on those threes if he gets within a rhythm. And like, for example, Scotty Barnes, I want to see right now. He's shooting, if I'm correct, 34% on 5 attempts. And that doesn't sound great. But when you look from last season where he's shooting 28% on 3 attempts, that's a huge jump. That is a huge qualitative jump. And for someone, and as you know, if you really think about it, stuff like that, you don't just learn. You have to put in a lot of work when it comes to repetitions and really getting to that stage of, being able to space the floor like that. And reminder, these are not only, just catch and shoot threes. These are also self-creation. So
I don't know.
I have maybe it's you, but I just believe in him a little bit more to actually get to that stage.
It's not that I believe. It's just that, okay, sure. In his first year, he shot 30% from 3. That was his rookie season. No one was expecting you to come out there and light it up. And then second year, it's your sophomore slump. I feel like we're just so used to not seeing players get in their sophomore slump that when a player does, it looks strange. But that was clearly a sophomore slump. Now he's improved from his rookie season, going from a 30 to a 34 point per game.
I feel like he was a terrorism that season, actually. But carry on.
And in his sophomore year, he was really bad. I don't think he looked good at all. The thing is,
he was in terrorism. I knew it. Yeah, it was Fred VanVleet was being a terrorist that season. I remember now.
But that's not uncommon for a sophomore player to get worse.
Oh no, I got you.
And then from his rookie, if you look from his rookie numbers to his third year numbers, that's a much more reasonable jump. He went from a 30 to a 34 guy, a couple more shots a game. It looks respectable. I don't think he did anything that was like blowing my mind, is what I'm trying to say. Like he took a normal jump for someone his age.
I guess me and you just have to disagree, because I think that jump in shooting is what allowed his playmaking to become as good as it is. Because ever since he stepped into the league, he's been a good passer playmaker, especially in transition. He's always been able to find the open man, and when he has advantages to find the else code, to push the advantage. The issue is he didn't garner the respect of the defense whenever he's not getting to the rim, because he just can't shoot. Now the fact that he can shoot relatively okay, now defenses have to actually play him a little bit more honestly. And that's what's making his pass and playmaking look better. While it might have but it's still because of the fact that he's just gotten better as a shooter. But it's fine.
No, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I just don't think I think you're putting too much on it. I think he
Yeah.
got better as a shooter, and I think when you get better as a scorer, your passing gets better because you just are a bigger scoring threat. But he was also taking
I disagree
passing
with
leaps every year as well. The better scorer you are, the more of a threat you are, the easier it is to get people open. That's just
No. You said the better passer you are. That's why I was confused. I get what you mean now.
like
but
you just get better opportunities.
Yeah.
To pass.
Gotcha.
But he's taken leaps every year in his playmaking as well. So I mean, if this is he has taken the leaps that he's supposed to take as a third-year guy. It's not moving me.
Yes, fair enough. What about you, Destin?
Yeah, I mean, those are fair points, Elijah. I think he is showing growth. The reason, like, I think he can potentially be a top 25 player. I don't know if it's going to be next season, but his potential is crazy. Like, if you look at the names, I think you named I think it was Kyrie, Jaylen Brown, Paul George. I definitely think he can enter.
Jalen Brunson
that
was there as well at that point, but that was before the
He
ascension.
shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
before ascension, and people weren't really speaking about him. So
Okay, but I definitely think he can enter that conversation. One, because I don't know if y'all agree, but I think he's the best player on this Raptors team.
oh
For sure.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, and I think those players are like even Jaylen Brown still to this day. I don't care what you say. You know, he's a number 2 on that Celtics team. But I think his playmaking is really impressive. Like I think ever since like maybe high school, he's really like, and he even called himself a point guard. Like he has a point guard's mentality. When before the trade last year, he used to always run the bench units and like be the primary point guard. He's like a triple double threat every night. He's a great rebounder. He's a awesome defender. Like he has his hands on paws on balls everywhere. But yeah, nah, he a dog. Like, and I want to see him continue to grow as a scorer, as a decision maker, and one reason I really believe this is I believe in the Raptors farm system. If you look at any player that had like came up through them, Van Vliet, Siakam, like Siakam was raw, and Siakam became like maybe what you want to say, like a second, like a number 2, maybe number 3 on a championship team, and he got better since then. So
I'm not gonna lie
like,
to you. I think it was a number 3, but he just looked more like a number 2 because he had the more scoring rate. But yeah,
The way he looking right now.
But hey, look how he looked with Indiana. Like they have a great farm system with I'm blanking on the GM name right now.
I think he's still
Besides Jerry?
number 3. I think he's still number 3 player.
You Jerry.
Like
But yeah,
if you have him as a number 2, if you have him as a number 2, you need to have like Jokic, Embiid, like Luka, like that type of level of a number 1 for it to succeed. I think it is. I think he's really a number 3, so not number 2, in my opinion. But maybe I'm just at a 2.
And that's okay. I mean, I think
when's the last time a championship was won without one of those top guys?
What do you mean?
I mean,
when's the
Tatum.
last time? Yeah, you're right.
But Zeno won't.
Hey,
Zeno
on that Celtics team.
Hold on. Pause. Did you just throw Embiid name in there?
He did. He did lie. Yeah.
What do you mean? I said you have to be like at the top of the top. Where's the sneak in that? I literally said Jokic, Embiid, Giannis,
Embiid not even a top
Luka.
15 player
You name it.
Can you move on?
Now you want to keep this is like the third time you done name dropped Embiid. So now we got to talk about Embiid. This the Embiid
actual
show.
champion.
I name dropped Brunson 4 times, but we ain't talking about Brunson. That's nasty work.
Because I am not a hater, bro. Okay, I didn't need to do that.
I wasn't even hating, bro.
Yeah, you slandered my player. You said Brunson's a top 20 player, crazy top 25 player.
I literally told you what they said, and I said, all right, you know what? 50 hating on me, man. Oh my god, bro. But carry on, Dexter.
But I really do believe Scotty could turn into like a legit number 2 on a championship team. Like make no cap about it. Just it like if he maximizes his potential, like, cause he can. It's nothing that I don't like. He's like 6'8", I believe, like 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", something like that.
He should be
Point,
6'8", I
point,
think. Carry on.
yeah, but like point forward, can guard 1 through 4, some fives, passes well, rebounds well, getting better and better as a scorer. He's in an amazing system for him to grow, to to develop,
He's a six.
and he
He's a
has
6'7". He's 6'7", by the way.
yeah, and he's like what's his wingspan? It's something ridiculous.
It's
Like
not ridiculous. I can't find it, but it's not ridiculous. I agree with you.
yeah, so
That's why he's able to guard up. Yeah.
yeah,
Trash ass
so
Scotty Barnes, bro. Can't even guard Nerlens Noel. What are we
If
talking
there's
about?
if there's one thing I do want to say about Scotty Barnes, I want to say this really true. I was afraid that he was gonna go down the Draymond Green route because I did not know if his shooting was ever gonna come along. I honestly did not think it was going to, and
nah,
that's why
he was
that's why I jumped. Hmm?
I didn't want to mean to cut you off, but year 2, the dude was a dribble handoff merchant at the top of the key, the 3-point line. He used to just be dribbling, waiting for somebody to come around the screen, and he used to just play.
Yes.
Yeah, like I was like, bro, like,
This is not
he
good
with
for
us.
you, bro.
And
Yeah,
then
I
year
was,
had
3,
I
too
was thinking,
many. They
he
had too many
started
primary ball handlers on
pull
that
up
team.
threes. I was like, hold on, Scotty. And then he started playing in the post a lot more last year as well. Like I was like, okay, Scotty, I see you.
all right.
But do I think he's
So,
there yet? No, but he has the potential for sure.
this is the next question I have. So after the Toronto Raptors and after we've pretty much talked about these three players, do you think this big three, well, future big three, can lead the Raptors to a title contention in the future?
No.
Yes or no? Why? Why?
I don't know
Why
about
not?
that.
Why not?
I think the ceiling of RJ Barrett is this. I don't think he's gonna get much better.
Damn.
No, not any disrespect. I've just watched him his entire fucking career. Even when he makes improvements,
Mhm.
even when he makes improvements, it's not. He doesn't take leaps. He makes like little itty bitty improvements here and there. And this guy's kind of the guy's gonna be. I think he's gonna be that 20 point, 19 point guy for you at a consistent basis his entire career. But it's not gonna ever fall off. Similar to like what you got from like a Harrison Barnes for a long time. Similar to what you got from a PG for a long time. Like those guys that like they kind of stay in the same range, but they don't fall off. So I think that's what RJ Barrett is. Quickly, I think he has more room to grow. Is he going to be that all-star kind of guy? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think if he gets to the All-Star level, I think pretty much everything went right. The ability to draw fouls has gone right. He actually managed to get to the rim more and actually finish better. The fact that his space, also him spacing the floor, it's not 39.5 where he's more like catch and shoot-ish. It's him getting off of screens and everything where he's becoming way more of a movement shooter. I think his pass and playmaking gets even better. That's how I think.
I agree. I don't think this. I think if this team were to be a title contender, they would need a big 5. This is not the team. This 3 is not going to be enough. You need 2 more guys on a similar caliber to a Quickly and a RJ to get this team to that.
I might be a little bit high on RJ and Scotty. That's probably the issue here.
What do you think RJ is going to get better at?
I genuinely think he might be able to. It's not the shot creation. I think he's gonna get a little bit better as shot creator, but I don't think that he's gonna get to the stage where like you can consistently ask him to do that. But I think what he's gonna get better at mostly is the defensive side, and then just being even more of a demon in transition and spacing the floor, where he kind of rounds out to becoming a little bit better in those aspects. But defensively, I feel like in a scheme that helps him a little bit more, he might be more of like a defensive terror, and he focuses his energy more on that. Because his offense is going to be a little bit less forced on him to create, isolate and stuff like that. That's what I think.
I'll tell you this: his 3-point creation has never been there. Tibbs has never asked him to be a 3-point creator. He's always been a mid-ranger trying to get in the paint on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
When he was shooting threes on the Knicks, he cannot shoot anywhere besides the corners, bro. Unless he's hot, and that's the only time he's doing it. Mm-hmm. He's a corner 3-point shooter with good defense. And he's good at attacking transitions and mismatches. I think that's the player you're gonna get. I think that's the player he's gonna be for his entire career. Can he make improvements here and there? But yeah, sure. But he's not gonna.
So I'm hearing is Baby OG.
No, he's not nearly the defender.
Okay, cool.
He's like
Relax.
he's like super Derrick Jones Jr.
super Derrick Jones Jr.
He's like super Derrick Jones Jr.
super
Like
Derrick Jones Jr.
If Derrick Jones Jr. was just better at everything that he did, but on all of those categories, RJ.
Okay, I feel you. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I never asked you, Dexter. What's your opinion on that? Do you think they can be a title contender in the future?
I'm leaning no. The only thing is, I mean, like you said, you got to have one of those. Even with like the Celtics this past year, we wouldn't say Tatum is like a top, like a super duper star, but he's like a top 10 player. Is with Scotty Barnes reached that level? I don't know. I think he has crazy potential. Like you can see it, like his rookie year, he had that sophomore slump, which isn't nothing to frown about. It's pretty common, but we saw him take a little leap last year. He's gonna continue to grow. Like I said, I believe in the Raptors farm system, but can he be a top 10 player? Can he become a superstar?
Me personally, I said top 15, but I'm gonna put this right now. Let me just put myself in. I think Scotty Barnes might end up, he might be a borderline top 10 player at the end of his career. At his peak, he's gonna be a borderline top 10 player.
He might be, and
that's me. I think he is.
If I'm asking, if this is a yes or no question, I have to lean no.
22.
But
he's younger.
I could definitely see that. Like he's 22 years old.
Wemby, Luka, Ant.
Yeah.
Cooper, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Is gonna be there.
Yeah. The only person you can also add on to that is Zion. So who else?
I don't think Zion's gonna be there.
Zion and Ja. That's 6.
Ja's gonna be there. Ja's gonna be there. Trey's gonna be there.
Trey, young.
Yeah, he's gonna be at borderline 15.
No, I say 10. But okay, carry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind then. Never mind.
Even if it's 15, you just said 7, and a lot of them are like Trey Young. Also, Trey Young is 26 now.
Shay's gonna be there. He's 26.
Well, yeah,
I'm naming guys that are gonna be like in like when he reaches his prime in 5 years, they're gonna be around 30.
Okay,
31,
cool.
32. So those will be in their relative.
That's 8.
Tatum? Did you say Tatum?
And then
Tatum's there. 8.
Tatum would be there.
8. Sorry, that's 9.
How old is D-Book?
D-Book is around Tatum's age. He should be like 26, 27.
So then I would say D-Book will be there as well. Donovan Mitchell will be there as well, and then those will be my guys.
D-Book is 27, yeah, and Donovan Mitchell is
27 as well.
27. Yeah, he's 27. So what's that? 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those would be my guys, and then other people that come into the league, other stars that ascend, would beat him.
But you could possibly fight for those 4 spots if you don't think he's ever going to get to the other 11. He'd still be a top 15 player.
Would he fight for those other 4?
That's
where I would put my Zions at. That's where Zion will go in those top 15.
Okay, so then Zion is 12. He has 3 spots.
I think Zion will be there. I think Chet will be there one day. I think Paulo will be there one day. I think LaMelo Ball, if healthy, will be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be some competition for sure.
It's gonna be some comp. I think Bam is gonna stick around there for a good while.
That scam artist ain't going nowhere, man. that scam artist is not going anywhere, bro. He needs his money. That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
Are we sure LeBron's still gonna be around?
Oh, Tyrese is gonna be there as well. Tyrese is gonna be around there.
Yeah, Halliburton, yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of Tyrese Maxey. There's gonna be a lot of competition for him, bro, in 5 years. I'm be honest.
All right, but I think he has the tools to really get to that stage. But what's the predictions for Toronto Raptors this season? They finished last season with a 25-57 record.
Yeah, they're pretty bad, but
do you think that they're gonna do better or worse?
I think they'll be better. I think they'll be maybe fighting for like a playing spot. this year instead of being like
That's exactly what I was
power.
gonna say. I
Yeah.
think unironically, you guys might think realize they might be the ninth seed. Honestly,
Well, Pistons are gonna suck probably.
yeah,
Wizards are gonna suck. Bulls are gonna
yeah,
suck. Hawks are gonna
yeah.
suck most likely. And
I don't know about the hard quotes because Trae Young is gonna still be there. You know how
Trey's gonna
Trae
be
does.
there, but bro, I
Trae
know how
Young is
Trey does.
not
I've
gonna
seen
be
him in the
there.
past 3 seasons. Trey's gonna be
Yeah,
in the
but
play-in. He's gonna be in the play-in, but he's gonna be fighting for that 9-10, so it's fine.
okay,
And
cool.
What do you think about
so
Charlotte?
they're not gonna be there. And then I'd slot the Raptors right there.
Yeah, what's it?
Yeah, like
One,
you
two,
get
three,
Scotty,
4,
RJ
5, 6.
quickly. They still got
What about the
Jakob
Nets? What about the
in a
Nets?
training.
Where did you? Where, sorry, go ahead. My bad.
The Nets are gonna suck.
About
Yeah,
who?
the Nets are.
No, go ahead.
The
There, sir.
Nets. Oh yeah, I'm just saying. I think the Nets they gonna have a fire sale. Like it's not if, it's when they're gonna get off Cam Johnson and Dorian Finney-Smith and Cam Thomas finna shoot 50 shots a game. Like that's
Did you hear
that's
what the Nets
that's
did?
about to happen in Brooklyn.
They got a big what's called add-on. You know, they actually signed someone this offseason.
You're about to troll.
Who?
Okay, who did they sign?
The tank commander himself, Killian Hayes.
I
Oh,
like Killian Hayes on the
Ki-
Nets,
Ki-
and
Killian-
I don't know if
Killian-
that's a bad take.
Killian Hayes and Ben Simmons on the same court. Yeah, that's gonna be. Yeah.
Killian Hayes needs to be at a place where he just needs to play big.
I'm standing
He's
in the
still gonna
paint.
he's still gonna need. Thank you. You're gonna still need to be able to space the floor as a guard, my guy. Unless you're like a hyper athletic guard like Westbrook or Jaw, you're gonna need to space the floor, my guy. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
hold
but,
you.
but like this is a team where they're expecting to lose. So if he just wants to chuck up threes the whole season, chuck up them fucking threes and learn.
Killian Hayes.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
Killian Hayes has an opportunity to really like turn his career around though. Like then I'm mistaken, but Dennis Smith Jr. went to Brooklyn.
Dennis Smith. No, he turned his career. He turned his career around on Hornets because in Hornets he showed that he could be a really good POA guard, and then he went to the Nets.
I saw it in and then exactly. So then like that's what I'm saying. Like when I watched Killian Hayes as a rookie till now, the one thing I can say that is a plus in his game. The one thing is his defense and some of his defensive IQ is
decent passer too.
He has really good IQ and nothing else.
Yeah,
he can pass like a motherfucker.
If you want to,
it's
I say lock yourself in the gym with some Drew Holiday highlights and shoot in 50,000 threes a game. You can become an elite POA and a knockdown shooter, like maybe like a Dennis Smith Jr., maybe a Miles McBride.
Whoa.
Hey, Miles McBride started shooting the three really well last year, and he was always a pretty good defender.
If he can shoot, I would call him like a poor man's Tyus Jones.
I disagree.
If he can shoot.
I think he's a much better POA defender than Tyus ever.
Yeah, Tyus Jones can't play no defense.
I think Tyus is a significantly better passer, playmaker, and spacer. Yeah. That's the thing. Even if he becomes like a guard that can shoot, I think Tyus will be a better spacer and also a better passer, playmaker. But he's a significantly better defender. I don't think that's the correct person to hit him with.
Who do you think his comp would be if he was able to get a jump shot then?
Get a good jump shot.
We're talking not even get 35%. 35% on defense.
I think the Miles McBride thing is actually just completely fine with going with it.
Miles McBride isn't nearly the playmaker that
Killian Hayes.
Yeah. Not Killian. Who's saying Killian Hayes? Dennis Smith Jr. But I think they both on a what's called work on the same aspect. Yes, one is a better passer and playmaker, but they both are going to be mainly needed for their defense and their 3-point shot. The reason why I didn't give that to Tyus is because Tyus is actually going to be orchestrating the offense for his team. Dennis Smith Jr.
Are we not talking about Killian Hayes? Why are we talking about Dennis Smith Jr., nigga?
Oh, my bad. I still thought about this.
He was talking about Killian Hayes, yeah.
My fault. My brain was still talking about Dennis Smith. My bad.
Bro is obsessed. This is crazy.
You got it, bro. But Killian Hayes, him being able to space the floor. Yeah, Tyus Jones would work. Yeah, if that's the case, Tyus Jones would work. He'd be a better defender than Tyus though.
Who knows ball? I know ball.
But
Yeah, man. Just
I want to kick you off the stage so badly. Holy fuck! Go
Let's
ahead.
not get toxic, bro.
Oh wait,
Let's get toxic.
and one person we forgot to mention when we listen to all those potential guys in 5 years, Cade Cunningham.
Oh yeah, that's secret goat right there. That's secret goat right there.
Oh man, he's sleeping. He's sleeping on Cade.
He's sleeping on Cade is crazy, bro. That's
I've been
not
sleeping on Cade for like 2-3 years. Me
He
and
has
Gino
been.
have had this discussion.
Yeah,
I think he's good. Top 25? I can see top 25. Top 20.
top 25 is nasty work. Oh my god, back.
Why is top 25 nasty work? Okay, right now Trae Young is a top 25 player. If
I
Cade
think
Cunningham
he's-
becomes
I
a Trae
think-
Young,
I think
player,
Trae is
that's a
top
top
15.
25 player.
I think Trae Young is borderline 15, bro.
I don't think he's.
All right,
15
let's
right
let's not be crazy.
He's not 15 right now.
We just be hating on Trae Young today. This
It's
guy-
Hey,
not
hold on.
Trae Young.
not
Let me
not
see, let me
you,
see.
not you. He said, let's not get crazy on Trae Young.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know about
Yeah,
that.
let's
I don't know
not
about
get
15.
crazy.
all right,
I don't know
bro.
about 15. Okay, let me see. Jason Tatum. Let me know if I say a crazy name.
Bo said Jason Tatum first.
I can literally just name off. Do you want me to just
Oh,
name
we-
them off and you can say yes or no?
Are we okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Embiid, Giannis, Jokic, Luka, SGA, AD, KD, LeBron, Steph, Tatum. Am I missing someone? That's you. Oh, Kawhi, 11. D Book, D Mitch, Wemby,
Brunson.
Bronson. There you go. And scam artist,
Fox.
Jalen Brown. Oh, Fox. I mean, I don't think Fox is that high, but Fox, Jalen Brown, DeMontis Sabonis.
Tyrese.
Okay, I don't think Tyrese or DeMontis Sabonis is better.
Did you
than-
say?
I don't think. I don't think Sabonis is better. I think Tyrese
Did
is
you
better.
say Ant?
I don't think
He
Fox
said
is better
Ant.
than him too. Yeah, I said that already.
He's
Yeah.
already named 15. Like he's already out of his top 15.
Yeah. I said borderline. So I would have been 19 for me. So close enough.
So he's
to me.
20. Yeah, that's why I had him.
He's
20.
He's close
Same
enough.
nigga, bro. It's the same nigga.
Close enough. But yeah, you know.
Okay, so if Cade becomes a Trae Young kind of player, he'd just be a top 20 player. So, like I said,
You said
stands.
25. You said 25. You said 25.
Yeah, but I had him at like 21. So,
I think
you got it, bro. You got it, bro.
when I say 25, I don't mean 25. Nigga, I mean 20.
Really?
I mean 25s.
Wait. Sorry. He just said something. He said, I think K could be better than Trae Young. You think so? Elijah?
No, I said that. Oh
Yeah, no, I'm just asking him if
Will
he
he peak higher than what Trae Young peaked at? Probably not. But as a playmaker, as a scorer,
Mhm.
as a with his size and the way he's able to play alongside other people, yeah, he could
Say it
probably
one more
be better.
time. Say it one more time.
The way he's able to play alongside other people.
I'm gonna
Better
get
Trae Young.
toxic soon, bro. I'm gonna start booting niggas off this shit, bro. But I do agree with you though. Fair enough. If that's what you believe, so. But all I'm saying is, if Trae Young got traded to the Spurs, niggas would not be saying these shits. I'm saying this now. If Trae Young actually got given what's called a potential all-time play finisher in Wemby, alright, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. But
Spurs didn't want him for a good reason. That's what I'm saying. Spurs didn't want him.
yeah, the Spurs, because the Spurs are stupid.
Spurs ain't stupid. Hey, Stephon Castle been balling. Hey, they got what they need. Stephon Castle balling.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but if you're given the opportunity to get one of the all-time great, what's called lob thrower in Trae Young, and you have a 7'15" center, you can just catch lobs from anywhere, and you don't want to pair them up together. Yeah, you're stupid. That's what I have to say.
Can't play defense. He's a ball hog, bro. He's trash.
Alright. Now he's trash. Alright, bro.
I do think he's disappointed compared to his expectation. I will say that. That's real. That's a real take.
Who?
Trae Young. But now that we've finished the
when he was
Huh?
jacking them threes and going crazy. I mean,
I
yeah,
think he was
maybe like
expected to be a top 10, 15 guy consistently throughout his entire career. He just has not been that.
yeah.
I mean,
He had a
sometimes like this
he had
season,
a bounce back season last year. Though.
this season he literally went through injury. Like, I don't blame him for being injured. Like I can't.
He hasn't been a top 15 player in like 2-3 seasons, bro. You can let it go.
I agree, but that's because he's dealing with a player that doesn't really fit his style of play.
Because he's dealing with the player. Yeah, his style of play is not playing with other people that are good. Yeah, we know. We got it.
Or it could just be you need elite play finishers around him and not a person that takes the ball out of his hands because that's his whole game. But anyways, I get what you're saying. We're moving on to the next conversation, which is the Timberwolves. We're gonna start off with the Anthony Edwards right now. Anthony Edwards is currently active with Team USA and on the journey for Olympic gold in Paris. What does playing in the Olympics? Jesus Christ! The person who typed this out can't type this out. Jesus Christ! What does playing in the Olympics do for the development of Anthony Edwards? Oh wait, he probably just okay, cool. Yeah, what does playing in the Olympics do for the development of Anthony Edwards?
I mean, it does everything for him. If you look at the history of players when they come out of playing Olympic ball, a lot of times they have one of their peak seasons. Look at D Wade after they won. Well, he played the Olympics as a rookie, but I don't really count that he didn't really play a lot of minutes. Same with Bron, same with Melo. They come out of playing in the Olympics, and I think it's one thing playing against like he's seeing Devin Booker across from him in practice every day. He's seeing Jason Tatum, people around his age. He's seeing older guys, LeBron, his favorite player growing up, KD. Iron gonna sharpen iron. If you look at D Wade when he after they won in 08, he led the league in scoring. Had one of his best seasons, I believe. LeBron, he won MVP after the 08 Olympics. Melo had a great season. Look at Jason Tatum after they won the Olympics in 2021. He went back and had one of his best seasons and they made the finals. KD after they won in 2012, he came and had one of his most efficient dominant seasons in 2013. So it's gonna do wonders for him, and he's getting a lot of PT. Like he's gonna go out and play his game. He gonna learn. I'm sure like LeBron, KD, Curry, all those guys feeding him like information, like and watching. And I was watching Melo's podcast. It was 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, I believe is what it's called, and they said how.
Cool.
Yeah, and they said how that helped them is that watching how other players work, watching what they do before practice, before games. When they watch Kobe work, that made them want to be better because it's like, dang, this what this dude doing, and that's what makes him perform like that. Then it's if you don't get better from that, then then I don't know what to tell you, but I think that iron gonna sharpen iron, and him watching those great players get up every day, I think that's gonna do wonders for him.
Yeah. What?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go.
All right. I think something that's really not talked about enough is the opportunity to come off the bench and how important that it might be for his career. A lot of these guys that go to the Olympics, they're especially the younger guys, they were number 1, number 2, number 3 overall picks. They were leaders in high school. They were the flag bearers in college. They came into their teams and they were number 1 options. They've never had to like think about, okay, in my limited minutes, how can I be the most impactful teammate? How can I change my game around to fit everyone else around me instead of everyone fitting their games around them? And for Ant specifically, with the confidence and ego that he has on him, I think this is a very important experience for him to like really figure out, okay, what can I do to impact winning while not being the number 1 guy? And I think that can help translate in terms of being a superstar even more than him being coming out here and being a starter on the USA team. I think being surrounded by those veteran guys who've done this before and getting that knowledge and wisdom, training with him every day. Same thing that Desto said. It's all just going to impact. It's all just going to be very impactful on him becoming a better player overall. And that's what that's what he needs. Honestly, to me, I think he needs to learn how to be a better teammate as of right now, and like be able to delegate, be able to pass, facilitate better, and just get his teammates more involved. So yeah, that's what I'm hearing. There we go. My boy Zeno disappeared.
That man clicking.
Yeah, relax. Jesus. Yeah, I do agree with you when it comes to that. Honestly, I genuinely do believe that. I actually genuinely agree with what Elijah said. Elijah said essentially, him coming off the bench made him focus on different aspects of his game other than straight up scoring, and I genuinely agree with that. Forced him to actually think more for his team, forced him to be a better POA defender, and affect the team on defense. And I think, honestly, unironically, one of the players that are really good at doing this, and I know I like making fun of him, and it's one of Desta's favorite players, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, whenever he's not shooting really well, if there's one thing Jason Tatum is going to do, he's going to pull down 10 rebounds. He's going to play really good nail defense and also just being able to blow up plays. He's always going to be like a decent, second rim protector. He's always going to have these type of things that he's good at, where, yeah, he's not shooting and scoring well, but because he gives you so much stuff that you would like on outside of just scoring. He still is a positive on the floor. And that's one thing I do have to agree with Elijah. Yeah, stuff like that is really something that could elevate you into the next stratosphere, which is what he's looking for. Because right now, and around most people's teams, most people's lists, he's like, what, 15, 16, 17? He's not that far off from these top 10 players. So he's just now learning what he needs to do, and what it takes to become a top 10 player. So
Absolutely. And just to follow up, I think what Ant said, like a big critique about himself from and we saw it in that Maverick series when they got to that second round, and he had to guard Kyrie a lot and try to carry the offensive load. He was gassed. He couldn't even handle the ball offensively in some of those games because his body wasn't prepared for that. And I think that's something he spoke to after the series. He trains, he works on his game, and he trains to play 82 games, play the whole season. But he never experienced making the second round, making the deep run, going 7 games like that with the Nuggets, going to the Western Conference Finals. He didn't prepare his body. But I think playing with, especially a guy like LeBron, who trains his body even to this day to play year-round basketball, to make a guy like LeBron to make what, I don't know how many, 8 straight finals, something like that. Picking up those type of habits, taking care of his body. Because when I was watching some post games for Anthony Edwards, he'd be ordering McDonald's doing in the post game interview. That's just something that he has to. That's just one thing, not even specifically on the court, because I think he can improve as a playmaker, definitely, as doing other things when his shot isn't falling, like you spoke to, Zeno. But a big thing is his fatigue and taking care of his body, and that's something he can learn from these greats that have made deep playoff runs: Curry, LeBron, KD, Embiid. Oh wait, not Embiid.
Bro, why is he on? Yo, why are you guys here today?
That's toxic. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
All I know is Embiid actually got PT on his team. That's what I'm saying, bro.
He was forced, bro.
He shouldn't have.
Forced.
Bro.
If anybody was
playing
Hey. It was forced, but guess what? They couldn't force a champion to play even 1 minute. So I ain't trying to hear shit.
Hey, Derek White, Drew Holiday.
Wait.
Holiday started. Drew Holiday's a champ. Two times.
Yeah, reminder. Do you know how sad that sounds? Two players that are significantly worse than you are getting more PT than you do on the team.
Hey,
We just
that's not
ignored.
like
They're just better
that's
teammates.
not like bad coaching to me. Because
It's
we won
definitely, yeah, it's
we
nothing to
won
do
by
with him.
26. This should like why are we
Mhm.
starting 3 guards?
They keep having D
Mm.
Book in that lineup like he's
Like
doing something
like
every
and
Yeah,
no
time.
no
I don't know why he's not
D-Book,
a six man. I don't know why he's not a six man.
yeah, I
Seven
think
man, eight man,
D Book
bro.
should get minutes, but like if you come in with a big lineup
AD six
of
man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
of AD, Bam, KD, and who else? Derek White. And then the starters were Book, Drew, Curry. Like
Books needs to sit on the bench. Oh my god, please sit on the bench, my guy.
what I
At
want
this
to
point,
see.
just throw AD at the fucking power forward. Like I'm so sick and tired of this shit, bro. Just give
But
him
what
minutes, please.
I want to see some KD, Curry, LeBron minutes. I want to see them. Like
Them
I
old
don't even know if
ass
we got
niggas,
any of
bro.
that today.
Oh, so you don't want any POA, right? Is that what you're asking for?
No, I want
Yeah,
them
Drew
three.
Holiday got to be in that starting lineup.
Yeah,
That man is
because
balling.
if Drew's not in that
Not
starting
even.
lineup,
No, I know. I don't even starting. I just need them three on the court. Like
I mean, you could just do Curry,
imagine
Drew,
the
KD, Bron, and Embiid.
and
AD.
AD, yeah,
Boom.
yeah, you'd have to have AD or the scam artist at five because you do not have any POA outside of Drew, and POA and Drew ain't gonna be able to POA four defenders, my guy. Like,
Yeah, unfortunately, Steve Kerr
Nah,
is politicking over
that's
here,
facts.
trying to
But
get Embiid on the Warriors.
KD and LeBron. Well, I want to say KD because I ain't really seen much, even though he was dominant offensively today. But LeBron has been like pretty like consistent in his effort defensively in this run, especially like today he was just getting after it defensively. So,
mhm.
and I think we can see a more locked in Bron defensively. He's only playing like 20 to 23 minutes a game. He's not having to dominate the game like he does when he on the Lakers. So yeah,
So
this
now,
USA team.
go ahead.
No, that was it.
Okay, so the next question we're gonna have is the bot of Vanity Sports Debates recently uploaded a video discussing Rob Dillingham's ceiling. What was your reaction if anyone had watched it? I'm not gonna lie to you, I watched it a little bit, but Mr. Elijah, since he was a part of it, what do you really think about Rob Dillingham's ceiling?
I was a part of it. That was it. He's cool. Uh, he's a Rob Dillingham. He's a weak starter or a top tier six man.
Right now, or do you think his ceiling is gonna be there?
Ceiling, if everything goes right, he could be like a top tier scorer and a good passer. Not really a defender.
So worst version of Kyrie is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, Kyrie would be a better defender though.
Yeah, that's it. Worst version.
Better defender. Yeah, I guess so. You peak like Kyrie, but just damn.
So like a Lou Williams.
Top tier six man. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Top tier six man. He's a weak starter or a top tier six man as a ceiling.
Yeah,
If he
like
gets a
even
better player.
watching him in I think what he had played for he played for the OTE right before he went to he went to Kentucky.
I think he went. Yeah, he went Kentucky. He went Kentucky.
Yeah, he played for OTE. Watching him, he just like he get busy. He like a little what's the dude that played for the Clippers?
Bones Island.
Yeah, like he remind me of him a little bit, but with some more playmaking to him though. But yeah, I like his game. He's fun to watch. I don't see him being just an average defender, even at that. But I think he can be a quality NBA player. Somebody who can come in, get buckets, maybe become maybe like a Warriors Jordan Poole.
My question to you then, if you think that, do you think he's going to be able to fill in Mike Conley's role when he inevitably starts regressing and phase out of the league? Do you think he'll be able to fill that role consistently? Yes or no?
No.
It depends on his development, his willingness to adjust his game. I'm not saying something is wrong with how he plays, but to fill a Mike Conley role, Mike Conley is like a more traditional style point guard, whereas Rob Dillingham is a guy who's going to come in and get busy. If he's like they're their farm system, how he's how Mike Conley, if he works with Mike Conley. So it depends how he can adjust his game. We've seen players come in the league one way and leave a different way. So I can't just predict how he's gonna turn out. It's just all about his development, but I can't just predict that and say yes to that because of how he is now. Now, if you ask me about let me see, what's another guard came out this draft? I don't know, but
Reed
if
Shepard, Stephon Castle.
yeah,
Jeremy
maybe,
King.
but like if somebody was like similar to Mike Conley in the way, then I would
Be able
believe
to.
yes.
Oh, got
Yeah,
you.
but he's just a different type of player than Mike.
Okay, what about you, Elijah?
Fuck
Yeah.
no.
Damn.
They're gonna have to go get get another point guard, probably, and let him come off the bench. And all I'm saying is, they could have got Tyus Jones, bro. But god damn it,
And
to the
Mike
Suns.
And Mike was at his peak. He was a good defender. I mean, he played around a lot of good defenders in Memphis, but
He's still a good defender.
and even now, but
He's more mid, but than good.
but I mean, his screen navigation.
So is your superstar, bro.
His
over there in
IQ
Philly.
is really good.
Hey man,
he has decent
you're
strength.
using the same weak ass jokes, believe me. Sorry, Kyle.
Yeah, he don't move. He always hurt, bro. That boy's stuck in the thing. Keep playing with me.
Yo, just like your boys not in the old school.
Just
not
like
in the
half of your
USA.
superstars' face. Don't move. Stop playing with me.
Yo,
Move on, buddy.
just like all your best players not in the Olympics.
Oh no.
Don't move.
What
don't
am I
move.
gonna do?
Yeah,
He's not in the Olympics?
Yeah, he's not Olympian, bro. He's cooked. He's cooked.
No.
Yeah,
He's not in the
that was the
Olympics.
only thing you might have won. That's tough. But carry on. That's the
Only thing he might have won.
could have won. Yes.
A Joel Embiid fan saying that after you done team hop, you done pretty much turned the Olympics into a damn transfer portal, and you're talking
Transfer
about
portal?
what you could have
What,
won.
bro? He's a U.S. citizen. Why is he a transfer portal?
He has 3 different citizenships. One he asked for specifically to go play basketball in France. The only reason he got that one. And he still didn't choose. That's a damn transfer portal player.
Okay. I want to say
That's a damn transfer portal player.
That is troll. That is W troll. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's W troll.
That's crazy.
But carry on, Jester. That was W troll. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, that was it though.
Okay. Since we pretty much all gave it, I just said Ron Dillingham. I think he'll be able to be an adequate slide in for Mike Conley offensively. I think the issue is that defensively, I think he's never going to be like great. I think he's going to be like topping out as a mid defender. So that is going to be an issue because they can attack him defensively.
Was he worth that? What he gave up, what they gave up for him though? Like, what was the trade package that they traded the Spurs for? Yeah, like the Spurs drafted him, and then
it was nothing. It was like a couple of seconds or something. It was nothing.
But it was something else.
It was
like,
Spurs traded Dillingham for Jesus Christ, yo. They traded him for a first. It was called for a 2031 pick and a 2030 pick swap, an unprotected first round pick, by the way, and a protected first round pick swap in 2030. So
2031, Ant will be 29.
Yeah, he'd probably be at his peak.
He'll be competitive. Yeah, that's not like they didn't get nothing, bro.
Exactly. And Wemby will be in. Yeah, since for 6 years? Damn, 6 years. Jesus, I'm about to be old at that time. Holy, I'm gonna be old as hell. I'm gonna be like Justin right now. That's crazy. But hey, I don't know why you're laughing. You're old right now. But Carl Anthony, cook this shit. Cook this shit. The last topic we're gonna go before we go is Carl Anthony Towns in the 2023-24 season. 22 points per game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists on really good efficiency, 63. Is it time to trade Karl Anthony Towns this upcoming season? Yes or no?
Man, I've been ready to have the Karl Anthony Towns conversation. So, one, we know who the number one guy is in Minnesota right now. It's Anthony
Rudy
Edwards.
Gobert.
Boom.
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert is crazy. Wait, side note, did y'all see Rudy Gobert get absolutely annihilated the other day? He got dunked on, bro. Oh my god. You gotta find that video, bro. Rudy got punched on. I forgot who they was playing, but I think that they still won because Wembanyama a freak. But yeah, I think it's time to have that Karl Anthony Towns conversation. Do I think Karl Anthony Towns is a star? Yes. Do I think you can potentially move him some other pieces and put Nas Reed in a poor man's Karl Anthony Towns role? Yes. I think you have to see what I do it now, no. But we're gonna see some more growth from Ant. I think we know who Cat is though as a player, and he's still fouling like crazy, even in the playoffs. He's still like up and down with his consistency. His health is starting to become a question as well because he missed a chunk of last season and the season before, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, yeah, he's a star player. He's one of the best 3-point shooting big men of all time. You know, let alone in the league today. But yeah, I mean, as we get to see the Timberwolves more and more, Ant isn't going to be the star that's going to be moved. Even though they drafted Carl been with them the most. Ant is the guy. So you know, the longer they keep Nas Reed, and Nas, you saw how Nas was hooping when Cat was hurt last year. So you know, you gotta see, man. It's time to have that conversation about him. No,
Y'all just want Ant to do it all by himself, bro. Y'all
I
scared.
you see, for me, I want him traded, but I understand that the next season will be like a dud. And the reason why is I'm trading not for right now, I'm trading for the future. Because I understand that with Karl Anthony Towns' volatility as a scorer, and that's the main reason why you want him on this team, is his ability to space the floor at a very elite level for a big. He bleeds too much value on the defensive end, and I don't see it getting much better. Well, I personally don't see it getting much better to the point where you're he's increasing his value by Clint just not messing up the defensive scheme as much. That's my issue, and I'm thinking of sliding in Nas Reed, but then trying to find some type of player that can fit either the 3 or the 4. Whether Jaden McDaniels is gonna have to be slid up to the 4, and then you get an actual 3 that can do everything else. Which yes, Jaden McDaniels is gonna be played out of position, and he's gonna be banging with players that are stronger than him. But it's mainly because of the fact that what a 3. Like maybe I'm not saying if he's still available, but let's say Paul George on this team. Let's say some of those type of wings that could actually give him some help offensively. That's what I want for Anthony Edwards, honestly. Now, is there any players right now that he can possibly get right now? No. But I think in the future, if it's this season or next season, I want to look into trying to trade Karl Anthony Towns because I don't think he fits. I don't think his deficiencies can be solved on this team, even though this team is really good defensively. I think if they find someone else who could fit in this team is going to look so much better, honestly. Now, firstly, one pause because I said fit in that hole. That's crazy. But yeah.
I'm so sick and tired of teams trying to blow it up after 1 year of being competitive, brother.
I've been saying it for 2 seasons.
They lost to the fucking Mavericks. Lost to the fucking Mavericks. Okay, lost to Luka Doncic, Luka Magic. I'm pretty sure Mike Conley was hurt in that series in the beginning. I'm pretty sure Carlton Towns was coming off injury. They said beginning of this playoffs that he had lost 20 pounds already, just from being hurt. He was not able to come in there full strength. So we're talking about a guy who can get you 20 points. He played decent defense against the Nuggets. We're not gonna. Of course, it's Jokic. He's gonna get his, but against the Nuggets, against their most important matchups
for his own standard, yes.
Yeah, of course, but that's what we're judging him off of. He played really good defense for his standards. He shot the ball well. He was able to space the floor. He wasn't able to stop fouls, of course. But I think when you're going against a team like, okay, let's talk about who the contenders are in the West right now. The biggest contender is the Thunder. If you're going against the Thunder, who have no height at the wings, would you not want an offensive demon like Karl Anthony Towns?
I mean, Shet. Shet is going to be playing power forward, so they have big. They may not have like wing big, but they already still big because they have Isaiah Hartenstein and Shet playing together. If you still
have Nas Reed, so you have big man depth on that Minnesota team.
Yes.
So at any point in time when Isaiah Hartenstein and or Chet is out, you have enough height and length at your big man depth position to capitalize on that immediately. With Cat gone, you don't have that because Cat is a 6'10" power forward who is very strong for his position. He's as strong as most centers.
What about Nas Reed?
Nas Reed is there, but
no. He's saying keep Karl Anthony Towns for the depth, for the big depth. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, especially against the positions that you're going against. If your biggest opposition right now in the West is the Thunder, then what you need right now is big man depth. People that can capitalize on the lack of wing size. You have a 6'10" small forward. You have a 6'10", 6'11" power forward right now. And you have a 6'10" power forward off the bench with a 7'2" center. That's what you need to beat the Thunder right now. Is that height? I would not trade Karl Anthony Towns for anybody else right now. Paul George is good, but Paul George is a better matchup for the Thunder. Paul George is going to get beat more against the Thunder's defense.
I agree.
Other wings, other regular normal small forwards are getting beat. Regular power forwards, those guys that you'd want, the 20-point per game scores aren't 6'10", 6'11". Most of the power forwards aren't. So they're usually 6'8", 6'9" at most. So there's just no guys that I would want in this specific season that would be better than Karl Anthony Towns would be at the power forward position for me. If I'm going against the Thunder, if I'm going against the Mavericks again, because I think they look better against the Mavericks this year than last year. And then I think if you're going against the Celtics, you want to have a guy that can spread the floor and keep that defense as spread out as possible. You want to run as much 5 out as you possibly can against that Celtics team. And what was I gonna say? There's just nobody else on the market right now that I would like trade for. Like, I'm not trading for no fucking KD or nothing. Like, you're not gonna be able to get those kind of guys that you would want at that position to replace him. So you might as well keep him. And then next season, if you're still suffering from the same problems, if you're still losing in the same manners, then you probably look for a trade. But this season, fuck no.
Get that nigga Pascal. That's all I have to say. Pascal.
If they have Pascal, we'd be having a different conversation. But
I agree. Because I think Cat's a great player and he's a star, like I said. And like for that specific matchup that you mentioned against OKC, you definitely need like his size. I mean, you got him, you got Nas Reed, you got Rudy Gobert, and you know they even gave Jokic some trouble, even though he still balled. But I'm just looking like long term because I do think like eventually, especially with this Olympic run, we seen his growth, his aura. I think he will become like a superstar. I think he will maybe not top 5, but top 10. I think he will be a number 1 guy on the championship team.
His aura, yes.
Can Cat? Do we think Cat has? Well, I mean, I think he has the talent to be a number 2. Don't get me wrong, but
not anymore. In my opinion,
like talent wise, bro, he a beast, bro. Like his athleticism, his shooting.
The thing is, I think people don't understand how much the league is kind of caught up there. I think when you really sit down and look at what the league is today, And yes, he's a mismatch for a lot of bigs right now because of the fact that he can space the floor. And if you pull out, because he's so athletic, he can drive past you. But the issue is he has so much issues with flaws even in his offense. He's a good passer standing still. He can blow he can blow right past you, yes. But then he also has a tendency to speed up the game when he's trying to get to the rim and not really look at different avenues to
And,
pass.
and
Then
foul and like
yeah,
get off the
then
foul.
then he, and then when he's like, oh, I can't really get past players. He's now pretty much a glorified spot up shooter, and he's taking bad threes as well to try and impact the game. And like the other thing that he does bring, and he always will bring, is his rebounding, and I understand that, but that's something that I think hurts him because he has no real consistent way of constantly stressing the defense like that. Unless he's dealing with a team that doesn't have the like a basic concept of how to deal with cat, which is force him to start driving, and then when you get him to drive, double him. He's just not going to be able to play make out of that situation. He's not good at it. That's always been one of Cat's weaknesses is his inability to make smart decisions when he's driving. That's also why, if you remember, I want to say in the math series why he started, no, in the math series why he was fouling a lot because they were just forcing him to make decisions when he was driving. He just couldn't. Same
The
with the
problem with
Nuggets also. Carry on.
the Mavs in the Nuggets series is where in the regular season when we saw the Mavericks, not Mavericks, the Timberwolves team offensively firing on all cylinders, it was a lot due to the improvement that Cat was playing in terms of him being in the post. He was playing a lot more in the post, and he was able to get a lot of his teammates a lot more space because of the gravity that he was bringing in. He wasn't making the best decisions out the post, mind you, but like he could pass it well enough to where it wasn't really like it was still a threat.
Detrimental. Yeah.
In the playoffs, we saw a lot less of that just because of how his injury had affected him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think if you go into this season, if he's still injured, of course, you got to move him. But like, barring injury, if we're seeing a player where he's able to take care of mismatches in the post, because I believe the power forward for the Mavericks this year is still going to be PJ Washington, and I fully trust Cat against PJ Washington in the post. So
you gotta respect PJ's post defense for carry.
I just respect Cat's offensive game. Better, a great defense, better offense. That shit. But I think what he will provide is going to look a lot better when he's able to do it as a healthier player. I think he will. I don't think he's going to get back to that 20 plus pounds that he had before. I think he's going to. I think
slim down a little bit more.
Yeah, because what he had in terms of his foot speed this year looked really good. I like his foot speed. So I think you get 5-10 more pounds. You stick with that and you try to get the best of both. But I think him as an offensive player just was not maximized this season specifically. I also think him having another full season next to Rudy Gobert would help a lot more. I think Chris Finch is a great coach, and he's been able to hide Cat's weaknesses better than anybody else. So giving him another season of that with playoff experience now of like seeing what that looks like in a playoff setting, I think we're only going to see Cat look better. Maybe not be better, but look better.
All right, Des, do you have anything else to say?
Like regarding this or just anything in general?
Regarding this conversation we're saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I love Cats as a talent, but I just think it's inevitable that they will have to, look in a different direction for a number 2 option around Anthony Edwards. I know you mentioned like a wing, but honestly, I was looking more like another like a guard with him, like somebody who can I mean, eventually it's gonna be they're gonna move off Mike Conley, but I think they would have to keep Nas Reed, Rudy Gobert. I still don't love Rudy Gobert's contract, but I understand the value that he brings as a rebounder, rim protector, like the best in the league, rim protector wise. Well, maybe he top 3 for sure, because Wembanyama's crazy.
He is the best rim protector in the league. Point blank.
Wembyama
Period.
is crazy, bro.
Rudy Gobert?
And
Yeah.
Yes, Gobert point blank period is the
That's
best
all
rim
he
protector.
does. Yeah. If you think Rudy Gobert's a top defender, it's because of his rim protection.
That's literally his whole thing. Wemby is not.
I'm not gonna fight you on that, but Wembanyama is crazy, bro.
He is crazy.
He's not. Wembanyama's a better all-around defender. He's guarding you on the perimeter. He's getting there to block shots.
I'm not
he's
gonna
not
lie
straight
to
up
you.
a rim
Not yet.
protector.
I still don't think Wemby's better all around, but
That's fair. That's fair.
Then Gobert?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You think Gobert is a better all-around defender, like versatile?
Yeah, I think top three is AD, Rudy Gobert, and Scam Artist.
AD Evan Mobley is my top three, but
Evan
Mobley's already top three. Hey man, shut up.
For versatile defenders, for versatile.
No. What, I'm not talking about versatility. I'm talking about best defenders. Period.
No, that's what I just said. I said Wemby's better at more than what Gobert is, but Gobert at rim protecting specifically.
Yes,
that guy.
Yeah, but I still think Gobert at this moment brings more value as a defender than Wemby, solely because of his consistent rim protection. Because you can be more versatile a lot. Like Draymond, I think Draymond is more versatile than getting Gobert. Even I won't say AD, but Gobert for sure. But I still think what Gobert brings as a consistent rim protector is great. Yeah,
we agree.
But
we agree.
So essentially, me and you, Elijah, were kind of agreeing the same thing. I was just trying to say, to me, Gobert is a better defender, period, than Wemby. I just think that Wemby could do more than Gobert.
Yeah. We agree.
Yeah, we agree. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, but I think it's to the Cat point, I think it's inevitable. Maybe not this season, like we said, but they're gonna look to move something. And I was thinking more like a star, like
the issue is like what star is going to be open.
I don't know, but like somebody
James Harden,
please,
James Harden.
Relax.
No,
somebody. So in the future, somebody young, a
James
star.
Harden for Cat. Are we gonna put Cat and Kawhi together?
Guard.
No, get rid of that boy. Come on, man.
A star point guard would be great around it.
It would be a good point guard. I'm pretty sure. Hot take. Fox is gonna leave Sacramento if this don't work out.
Just grab Darius Garland, bro.
That extension.
Please don't grab Darius Garland. Please, dear Minnesota Timberwolves, if you do anything, any motherfucking thing, do not go grab Darius Garland. That man is trash. That man is trash in the playoffs specifically. And what you need right now is playoff help. You do not have that. Your team is fine in the regular season. Nobody gives a fuck about your regular season anymore. You're certified.
Nobody. I'm telling you this now. Go grab worst Trae Young now. Come on now. Respect your worst Trae Young.
Don't do it. I wouldn't even grab regular Trae Young if I was y'all. Don't grab regular Trae Young. Don't grab worst Trae Young. Don't grab none of them.
Yes,
don't do it. Please.
Put Anthony Edwards off ball so he could be an off ball demon. Come on now. I could smell. I could smell. I could smell Michael Jordan emanating from him if he went off ball. Come on now. So you're not thinking about.
Go get Jimmy Butler for Cat. Go get Jimmy Butler for Cat.
Crazy.
If you want to win right now, if you are betting on old ass Rudy Gobert and old ass Mike Conley to be your championship core, go get older ass Jimmy Butler. Stick him next to tall, lanky motherfucking Jaden McDaniels. And then you're good to go. You have your playmaking, you have your scorer right there next to you. You have your bigger defender that can guard the guys that Jaden McDaniels cannot guard. And you have your playoff guy that can also elevate right next to Ant. Go get Jimmy Butler. Please. Do not go get anybody else. Don't do it.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming through. This has been episode 5 of the off season. And we had our special guest coming through, which was Mr. Desto.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Desto. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to I ain't gonna say anything. Shout out to the Casual for setting this up. Hope to do it more in the future.
Justin.
Man, you so bad, man. And appreciate y'all letting me on. And Tatum better. That's all I want to say.
Tatum better than Embiid. Yeah. Trash ass Embiid.
Elite throat right there. But
big ring.
And Big Green is nasty.
Big rings.
You don't even mean the worst part of this. You don't even mean it. You don't even mean it.
Hey, when he
Banner
comes to the
18, man.
Lakers, I'm
Banner
really gonna turn the
18.
point when he comes to the Lakers.
Do it for
Yeah.
Kobe. Do it for the Mamba.
Yeah. Mamba was not happy when he got 0 minutes today. But anyways, Elijah, and my co-host Elijah.
Big
Yeah, he
Deuce,
can't-
never
yeah.
the little one.
Big Deuce is crazy.
Never
Alright.
the little one. Never the little one.
But yeah, as I can usually say, catch you guys later. Peace, man. See ya.
No.
Leave it.
You don't get to
I'm
leave.
gone.
That's a 6. I'm
You're
crying.
not
Alright.
sick.